Hi, my name is Kexin Zhang, and I'm going to share my work during this Unit 2. It consists of two projects, which is Hidden and ILP2. And I'm going to talk about my work in 4 parts. Each part will introduce the titles of the project and will describe the details of the work. So, usually, when I'm asked to do something within a certain group, I start to feel timid and insecure about my work. It's quite nervous when somebody tells you what you need to do. So it's quite like a mission things. So you always get nervous, and this time I was no exception. So Well, I understand the purpose of this course. I have to admit that it was a challenge for me, which means I can improve again. So follow the step. I observed and took pictures around my house, the skies or the bird things, also the strange people. But especially when the strange people walking up to me or passing by were wearing masks, and I found it so interesting to guess what people's face were underneath them. It was almost like my own secret little game. So I took the pictures of my friends wearing the masks because I can't take the pictures for the strange people. It's not available. And I found, especially when people are using the polite language, it's hard to guess what they mean. And it really interests me because I reflect on my own behavior. And I think especially during this particular period, it's a COVID-19, the lockdown. And I became more eager to communicate with people than ever before. I really want to communicate with somebody, and I want to connect it with people. So I created 2 groups of different styles of painting. I use pencil cover the mark pen because the mark pen is black, and so you need to look at it from a certain angle to see the pencil's marks. I use pencil and water to express the different effects of looking at the things from different angles. I draw in the people's eyes on the punctuations. Is like I guess what these people's emotions, what their emotions are. Are they happy or are they sad or something like that? Either something I can't see under the mask, and to show my emotions, show their emotions, obviously. And it's more like a crossword puzzle to use pencil drawing some punctuation in these people's eyes. So it's quite funny things. It's quite fun, not funny. Sorry. The paintings are from my philosophical thinking. Is like more critical thinking, maybe. My friends and I often share the stories like the girls talk, the secret things. But when you talk about the same thing, it has become not the same version. I mean, if someone talk to the other people and other people talk to the third people, then you can get the 2 different versions of the same things. So because everyone said they think only important part and ignore them irrelevant parts, therefore, I also used a collage, like technical in this painting, to show people's attitudes towards the discussion of obscure things. Also, it's not just happening between the girls. I mean, just everyone happened that things. So So I got turned to the ILP2. The study plan of this time goes well because I like the current research direction very much, and I think it has a value of in-depth discussion. I connected with the theme of the last project, back to the incident mentioned before. Sorry. People always choose the favorable side to describe things. At the same time, I focus on the BBC News report about Titanic survivals in China. So here it is. It shocked to me because the time is passed for a long time. And as far as I knew, the Titanic survivals have been properly taken care of and a lot of social attention. So the question is, why the first time I've heard Chinese passengers' informations, and the other things is the first time the media has reported information about them. And the most important is, should I just listen the social media says and believe what they said? Are they saying things are truth? So that's a problem. And I read the reports about Chinese passengers at the time of the sinking. They do have some reports, but not much. Because of the Chinese Exclusion Act, the only law in the U.S. history, it is called explicitly include a group on the base of aesthetic prevented the men of entering the country. So the both agree that the attitude towards Chinese and other Asian minorities then was hostile, as evidenced in the tone of the few newspaper articles that mentioned them at the time. So at the first time, I want to reconstruct the face of the passengers, but in the end I found it impossible because I just can't find the four people's image, but on that ship there have eight Chinese persons and 6 Chinese survivors. And there's also things is I don't want to draw them real face because it's not important, because no one care about their face. And I think people should focus on the event. So I can't objectively describe an event because all my source of information come from others. That is hearsay. Even though some people claim they have evidence, but I'm not going to adopt them from my point of view. I'm going to show the human who was obscured by public opinion when we search in truth. So you need to know what we can't find real. We knew we can't find the real truth, and we knew that motive is maybe it's about the standpoint, the economic things, or something like that. And also we can't talk with the persons lived in history, involved among the waves of the history. And so you have this work, and these outside comments will gradually cover the face, and you won't be able to see them as they really are.